Specifying your customer and their characteristics is only the first step. What you want to be able to do by the end of this module is describe in more detail how your idea will work. How will the customer interact with it? Where will this take place? How much will it cost? Who will pay? You're not going to have all the answers right away, but as you talk to people and develop your idea further, you'll start gaining more clarity on how it might work. I like to use this customer flowchart to think about the details I need to figure out and clarify along the way. It's like, draw me a diagram. You know, when you're explaining your idea to someone, it's like, draw me a diagram. How does this work? That's really where we're going with this. If you had a website or a pamphlet or a brochure, could you draw a diagram about how your idea works? So this is one way that you might go about drawing that diagram and visualizing it. And we already talked about the first part, describing your customer, right? So sketch out the customer profile. You know, who is this person? What are their sociodemographic characteristics? How do they identify? What are their constraints? What are their dreams? What problem are you solving for them? What are their alternatives to your offering? And where do they spend their time, money, get info, right? So who are we serving? But there's something that happens first. How will they meet their offering? What does that arrow look like from the first to the other? How will they learn about it? What will make them decide to engage? And then, what is your offering? How does it work? How does it solve their problem? What will engagement look like? What will it cost and who will pay? And then, what will be the impact? What will it mean to people to engage with your offering? How will it change their lives? And how will you keep people engaged and reach more people? So draw me a diagram at some point about how your idea works. And that last one about the impact, we're going to go into great depths about in the next module when we discuss what success looks like and how to measure outcomes. But for now, those middle two are really important. How does your idea work, and what will it look like for them to use it? I want you to keep sketching out that diagram, both to help you know what details you need to figure out, and also to help you communicate it to others. So keep this diagram at the back of your mind. And in the next video, we're going to talk about some aspects that you'll need to think about to answer the questions in the diagram.